Hey guys, it's yours truly coming with you with another day. Um, Again, I want to explain because I know you guys see me in blue, dark black, gray shirts. It's a type of loungewear that I wear that I love. It's called Modal, Modal. You can look it up. It's made by Calvin Klein, and it is the most comfortable material on earth. It has nothing to do with the brand name or being hoity-toity or anything like that, but it's very comfortable. And today I'm jumping on to do just like an impromptu, just to keep uploading content, keep making content, creating content, allowing my creative spark to come back because I have written poems. I have a book of 52 plus poems. When I say plus, I mean I have a lot of prose in there too that aren't really necessarily fit the description of a poem. So I want that to come back too, and I'm hoping and praying that that comes back because I love writing. Writing is very cathartic for me, and doing live videos is as well. Or I know this is a recorded video, but live videos also are very cathartic to me in nature, and they're my therapy, um, to put it lightly. So basically, today I just wanted to jump on and say hello and just wish everybody well. It is Sunday. I hope that you had a great day at church or with your friends or out in the sunshine. And it's also Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I hope that you guys have a good one. I've been going through some things. So, it hasn't been so easy. Some family issues, some misunderstandings, and some things that are just hurtful. And I think that I'm sure that they probably are both ways, both from me to them and from them to me. But never in a million years. And this is why today is an appropriate day to discuss this. My father is deceased. If he were alive today, he would take a leadership role and he would fix things, or he would. I know the word fix doesn't, really. It's not a really appropriate word, but he would do what he had to do to make sure that to keep a family cohesive and keep the family tight knit. And where I'm going is actually in a different direction. I love everybody. I love my family, and I will love them all till the day that I die. But I've come to the realization, and I don't have much. I don't have hardly anything. I have a lot to lose and very, very, very little. So I'm feeling very scared and very insecure right now. But I have come to the point where I believe that letting go. I don't want to cry in this video. I believe that letting go, no matter how hard it may be, is something that needs to happen. Some misunderstandings. Some family members went abroad, and I don't want to get too specific into it because it's not like I'm trying to come be live to be a tattletale. I'm doing this because I'm doing this for my mental health. And some people out there might suggest seeing a therapist or something else rather than doing videos and uploading them to YouTube. But I want it to be kind of like a journal diary of my life. And I have a lot of followers. I do. I have a lot of friends and a lot of followers, a lot of people that do care. And I appreciate you. Thank you. You give me the motivation to get on this and do this live feed. Or actually, I'll keep saying live feed, but I mean this video because this is not live. And I also feel a lot easy. It's a lot easier for me, a lot more comfortable and less stressful for me to do videos that I upload in comparison to live feeds, because live feeds, it's live, and somebody comes in and asks a question or does something. We'll do those because I enjoy those as well. But we're going to do some videos too. So I won't belabor the point. I won't sound long. What I basically wanted to say is that I think that it's time. I've just turned 53 years old. The last four birthdays of mine have been miserable. I don't even I don't really care about birthdays anyway, but they're I feel like that they're cursed because it's anyway. Again, I'm not going to go into detail. I want to talk right now. I just want to spill a little bit, and I hope that by my spilling, maybe somebody out there can resonate and learn that can learn to let go and be assertive, be a little bold. Stop being that person that everybody steps on. Stop being that person with a good heart that everybody crushes. Because I don't deserve that. And they don't deserve that. And no one deserves that, quite frankly. So, I have made the decision. I don't know what I'm going to do about housing and things like that. This is a tough spot right now. I'm in a tough spot. But I made the decision to let go. Live my life. Stay in my lane. Stay peaceful. And for sure, stay with this man. That's number one. Number one. Because unlike my family, he will never leave nor forsake me. And it kills me to even say that sentence. But he will never leave nor forsake you. I'm sorry if you are not a Christian or do not believe in Jesus Christ. I'm not judging you either. But speaking now from my perspective, that is where I'm at. It's me and Jesus Christ. And my little comforter, my little soulmate, my little emotional support is gone. So I don't have her. She passed last year, November 17th, 2024. So I don't have her either. So I don't have her to cuddle with, to hold, to tell her my stories, to cry on her little fur, and to smell her little beautiful body, and to be with my little cat, Snowflake, who only had 10 years on this earth, but the most impactful years of my life. And she was a gift, the best gift I've ever received in my life from my sister. I could never have received a better gift. So for that, I want to thank my sister very much. Because there's no gift that will ever compare to the gift of Snowflake in the 10 years I got to spend with her. I have another little cat named Timmy, but our bond is completely different. It's not the same. I love him. He'll cuddle with me a little bit and let me pet him, but he won't sleep with me. He won't do the little shark thing where he bumps against my chest and then wiggles off to the side, or puts his little cold nose on my arm when I have my arm outstretched on the bed and rubs it to warm it up, and plays what we used to play something called triangle, where I would sit on the bed with, in a triangular with my leg crossed, and she would jump into the triangle. I go, triangle, triangle, and then I'd throw her out, and then she'd run and jump back into the triangle, and we had we had our little things, and those are memories that I'll hold for the rest of my life. As far as my mental illness or mental health is not great. It's not. I'm not like I'm not like, okay, ER type situation thing here, but it's not great because I'm experiencing a lot of sadness and a lot of guilt, a lot of remorse. One thing though that I'm not experiencing is pride. I'm not prideful. My family is. And in particularly my mother and sister are very prideful. I am not a prideful person. I'm the very first one to say I'm sorry when I am wrong, or when I made a mistake, or when I know something wasn't right, and admit to that. I'll be the first one to do that with no problem. I guess I just received a text today from when they were abroad that I hadn't even seen. I didn't even know. And currently my mother and I aren't speaking. So I don't know. I mean, it's not like I hate my mother, and I'm sure she does not hate me. Same with my sister. I'm sure she doesn't hate her. I don't hate her, and I'm sure she doesn't hate me. But the dynamics of our siblingship have changed. And I don't personally believe they will ever be the same. Ever. Because she lied. Bold-faced lied. Not little, big lie. Saying that I knew about something that I did not know about. And again, I'm not going to go into that. And that goes back to the apologetic thing. Like, just a simple, hey, I'm sorry. Hey, I get it that you didn't understand there was audio on something, whatever. But I digress. The whole point is that, and I think this happens a lot in families, and this is the sad part. You have a black sheep, which I most certainly fit. I check every box, and then I check a few boxes that aren't even there on black sheep of the family. So I've always been used to being the black sheep. My Aunt Debbie is also a black sheep. We're black sheeps. That's all. We're black sheeps of the family. I accept that title. I'm used to it. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with that. But there's a difference between playing that role of being a black sheep and being shit on and walked all over and kicked to the side, especially considering the fact that I do struggle with mental health issues. And I would think that my sister would know that, if anyone. And I'm not going to say anything more than that, because I do respect privacy. But especially given that her elder brother, me, suffers with mental health issues. I have ADHD. I have double PTSD. Double. Not one, two. Double PTSD. I have bipolar mood disorder, which I'm medicated for all these. She also told me to get back on my medications when I was already taking them. I got off them for a little while, so maybe she just thought that I still wasn't on them. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. That's means nothing to me anyway. The point is that I love my family, and I'll always be there, but not in the same way. Not in the same way. And it's really funny because my aunt, my beautiful aunt, my aunt's one that she's this sister of my father. And today's Father's Day. God rest your soul, Dad. You did a number on me when I was a child. You screwed me up really bad when I was a child, and I'm still dealing with that at 53 years old. Abuse issues. I'm just going to put that out there. But he turned out to be the greatest man on earth. And we became very close. And I'll never forget the last day, or actually evening, when he said, "Come sleep with your daddy." And then I got a call at 3 a.m. It was my mother saying to come over, and he was actively passing in front of my face. That was one of the reasons that I was diagnosed with PTSD. I was not double diagnosed with PTSD over Snowflake, although I should have. And to be honest, as much as this may sting, the loss of her was harder than my father. Because Snowflake never beat me up. Snowflake was never abusive to me when I was a little boy. Snowflake never said horrible things. Snowflake never, and again, I'm not saying this, I'm saying this to give you a picture of my story. She was a little angel in my life. And my grandmother, my yaya, and my other grandmother, both of them, both. I had two beautiful grandmothers that I loved very much. I was closer to one than the other, but I loved them both very much. But going back to my aunt, and again, I don't want any, that's why I'm hopeful that I'm just going to upload this, and then my followers will see it, and we'll talk and have conversation, and my social life, whatever the heck that is right now, will continue on. I have a lot of figuring out to do. But my aunt is one that has been the stable rock, like her mother, my yaya, that's Greek for grandmother. My aunt has been one of the rocks. She's stable. She's a peacemaker. She's a lover. She even messaged, we've been messaging back and forth, and she made a comment that when she gets back, we'll sit down and I'll talk to that table. I don't even want to do that anymore. I'm beyond that point. I mean, I'll sit there and I'll let people throw stones, and I'm just going to let them hit me and bounce right the heck off my head, because I'm not okay. I'm not okay. And it's okay to not be okay. So if you're watching this and you resonated with anything I said whatsoever, or you think of your own personal situation, say, I see what that guy's going through, and I kind of understand that. And you've come to the point in your life where there's abusive, mentally, physically, emotionally abusive situations going on in your life. Take a second look at that. Look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you are just as good as anyone else. You are no better and you are no worse than anyone else. But I have to apply that now to my family. They are no better than me, and they are no worse than me. And they can villainize me all they want. They can make me a villain, fine. If that makes them feel better, by all means, under God, under Jesus, let them do what they need to do. If that makes them feel that they could put their head to their pillow at night and sleep well, by all means do, because I haven't been sleeping well. I haven't been well. I have been a mess. I have been stressed out. I missed out on the entire trip because there were no communications between us. And yes, I'm not telling the full story because I'm partially to blame for this. But to tell the full story would be to go into the area, the vault that needs to be closed for family only. What I'm trying to do is reach an audience of people that might say, wow, this guy, you know what? I understand him. I can relate here with my spouse, with my girlfriend, with my boyfriend, with my sister, with my cousin, with my whomever. Oh yeah, and a point, I want to get back to this point too, really quickly. Let me get back to this point. So Easter came. And Easter was on the same day this year because we're Greek. So we're half Greek. So Easter came on the same day as American Easter and Greek Easter were on the same day. My aunt hurt my feelings when she told, but that's, I'm not upset with her for doing it, but it hurt my feelings when she said to me that she was really upset that I did not come because she was really looking forward to me being there. I love her. I love her. She's like my therapist. She's always the one who's in my corner, but she'll tell me like it is. Like whether I like it or not, she'll tell me that she'll lay it out. She won't hold back. And I appreciate that because I know her heart comes from a place of this and honesty and love. And she puts this first as well. But my point is, or the story is, she said that to me and I wanted to respond back so badly. I wanted to tell her. I just wanted to. I bit my tongue like I've never bit it before in my life. I bit it so hard. And I wanted to tell her the reason I didn't come is because I don't feel welcome by this family anymore. I feel like a black sheep. So why come? Why? So people can exchange pleasantries with me and act like they care. How are you doing? Do you guys realize, I'm just going to say something. A lot of you know that I have a little business called Lemos Crystals, right? I sell crystals. I sell candles. I sell essential oils. I sell minerals. I sell fossils. I sell so many gift items. So many. Not one family member has ever purchased off of me. And I'll go a step further. Not only have they not purchased off me, but they never say, hey, how's the business going? Hey, how you doing with your sales? Hey, are you enjoying such and such? Unless I'm mistaken, and my brain has taken a crazy lapse of amnesia. Ever. A $10 candle. And my family are the type that will carry Gucci purses and Louis Vuitton, but they won't buy a $10 candle off their nephew or niece or uncle or brother or son or whatever. And you know what the funny thing is? If they would, I'd give it to them. I wouldn't even make them pay for it. I'd be like, take it. But there's not even interest shown in it. I just threw that. I guess that was a little bit of anger, right? I just threw that. That candle's actually more than $10, by the way. It's $18. But the point is, yeah, not one. And then I have had maybe 2 to 3 friends that I know in this area, and we're not even close, that have purchased off me. A couple girls like my essential oils. I have this one lady who has a metaphysical shop in Maslin who's come and purchased a few things off me. We're friends. We're not super close though. And if you're watching, I love you. You know who you are. I still love you. It's just, but we're not like super close. And you would expect that if anybody would encourage you, it would be your family, right? And they could say the same about me. I don't call them saying, "Hey, how's your insurance company?" But if I'm ever in their presence, I always ask how work is. How's work going? How's everything going? Because I don't understand what they understand. I'm not in the insurance industry. I'm not in the pharmaceutical industry. I'm not in the. So I don't know what kind of things to do, but I'll always be there if they need to talk about it. I don't really even, it bothers me not even a tinge as much that no family member, not one family, not even distant, close family, distant family, none have purchased one thing off me. That actually is not even what bothers me the most. What bothers me the most is that they take no interest in anything that I'm doing in my life, thereby making me feel so much more alone and so much more isolated. So when they ask why I didn't come to a family reunion and or party and or Easter dinner, there's your answer. There's your answer. That's why. Because you don't give a shit about me any other time. You never call me. You never see how I'm doing when it's a normal day. There's one exception, one family member exception. I'm not going to say who, but there's one exception to that. One, who I praised earlier. One. Other than that, nobody takes the time to hey, Pete, how are you doing? How have you been? We know you're bipolar. We know you're depressed. We know you've been the S word that I can't say on here because I don't want it to get in trouble with the terms of service. But we know you've been in a bad way. Let's put it like that, okay? Serious bad way. How are you doing? How's the candle selling? Did you get any new crystals in? But instead, I get crushed about this. Too many boxes coming to the house. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get by like everybody else. And this gives me something to do. Maybe, perhaps I should go to McDonald's and work on the fry machine. But you know what? Honestly, with the way my mental health is and the way I am, I wouldn't make it I wouldn't make it for more than 4 hours. There's no way. There's no way I'd make it for more than 4 hours without going absolutely crazy. Ape shit. Nuts. So we all do what we need to do to get by. I love my family. I love them very much. They probably won't see this video ever. But if they should, they should be thankful that I was able to have the ability to cathartically express myself in comparison to doing something much worse. I'll let your mind think about what that means. However, I'm maintaining, I'm okay, I'm stable, upset, unhinged, but stable, if that makes sense. Because unhinged and stable don't sound like they go together. Trust me, it works somehow in my head. And I am crazy. And I'll admit it. I'll be the first to admit I'm crazy. I don't want to be normal. What's normal anyway? I'm crazy. That's fine. And if that's the excuse, maybe that's the excuse. Oh, he's the crazy one. Let's write him off. Oh, well. He's the loser in the family. He's the black sheep of the family. Whatever. That's fine. It's fine. So, in conclusion, basically what I'm trying to say is, I've prayed a lot about this. I've meditated and I've prayed a lot about this. And God is telling me that I need to there's things I need to do as well. I need to actually do some active things to change my life, meaning location, meaning a lot of things. But the main thing that I've gotten from God, from the Lord in prayer, is that I have to let go. I have to let go. Family is forever. Yes. But torture, and that might be too strong of a word, shouldn't be part of that equation. Or anger, or anxiety, or depression, or frustration, or feeling like you have no liberation. Those should never be part of what a family is. And nobody's family is perfect. So if you're out there and you're one of the scoffers that sit there and go, oh, Peter's having problems with his family, poor Peter, boo, boo, boo. Let me tell you something. Yours isn't either. Your family isn't either. No family's perfect. And I'm just one little player in the game. We've got a lot of members of our family. I'm just one little player. I'm just going to be one less little player, though. I'm going to be one of the players that drop out. So I'm off the team. Thank you for listening, guys. Have a great day, and happy Father's Day.